Hey everyone, welcome to episode 99 of the Hopcast.
99 episodes about the
Yeah,
Hopcast on the
Hopcast
wall.
But I'm Brad Chmielewski,
My name is Ken Hunnemeder.
special guest.
Mars Sanford.
Thank you, Mars,
Thanks.
for coming.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for having me.
We've got some interesting things to do today.
Right, both the beers we're going to feature have been aged for a month in barrels. The first one's American oak barrels, and the second one's going to be bourbon barrels.
Ooh, bourbon.
Love some bourbon barrel.
Interesting. But
this first beer that we're going to do is from a brewery that I've never had before. You gentlemen?
No, first
Carl-
time. heard of it.
Carl
Mars
Strauss.
is probably, he knows them all the time.
Oh yeah. Hey Carl, forget about it. Just drinking this on tap. Anyway.
But yeah, this is from Karl Strauss. They're out of San Diego, and I don't really know if San Diego is quite wine country, but it's California, and they're doing kind of like a winey beer.
Right, it's their 21st anniversary, so they've been around for a while.
Hey, they can drink
21 years.
Of legal age.
They can finally taste their beer.
And I think they said they were now mature enough for a wine, and so they're kind of playing on that.
I hear the Hopcast is getting more mature,
Yeah,
so
I
you
know.
guys are trying to move into that.
Well, we fake it well. But yeah, like you said, this one was aged in, what is it?
American oak barrels.
Oak barrels, and then during fermentation they add a little Zinfandel grape juice.
Right.
So it should have quite a complex kick to it.
Yeah.
So let's see how we get this thing open. And
Oh yeah, we need an opener. That poured out kind of dark.
yeah, it has a really nice.
Got a nice red color to
Yeah,
it.
it
you know?
does. And if you really show it up to a light, I don't know if you can see this. It's nice and clear too.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
it's
not
beautiful
very
red
cloudy at all or anything.
red color.
Yeah, it just looks clean. Some nice lacing on it. I think it said it was like 28 IBUs, so got a little bit of hops in there.
Mm-hmm. And then this one's coming right around 10%.
I think 10.2. So,
Okay.
yeah. But
Yeah, you can
Smell
certainly
is definitely get the grape juice they put in the
Uh-huh.
end, you know. I thought it would just be a hint, but it's actually pretty fragrant, you know.
It's
yeah.
got like a rounded sweetness though.
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, a little bit of wood in there, like
Yeah.
just a hint. I wonder if we're
Uh-oh.
gonna get it as it warms up a little more.
And you said this is on the wood for a month?
Yeah,
Okay. So that's pretty good time.
yeah, just enough to get some flavors.
Mhm.
And, yeah. So let's
All right.
let's go for it, guys.
Cheers.
Whew. Wood's there.
Oh, definitely.
I got some wood.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
Easy boy.
Which I like.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh my!
That's what she said. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm wondering if, because a month isn't like a terrible amount of time. It's, you can certainly obviously get some wood flavors out of that, but it seems like it was maybe a newer barrel.
A wet
'cause
barrel.
There's a
Yeah.
lot
Or a
of
fresh, brand new barrel.
You're
not
right, like a
okay.
brand new barrel. So a lot of that character from the wood is coming out.
Yeah,
Excuse
it's
me,
crazy.
sir.
It's
Quiet down back there, please.
it's not what you expect when you smell it. You know, I think I expected something, a little like when we were talking about that well-rounded, sweetness to the smell, and then the wood just hits you up front.
Yeah.
We'll throw as many out
Hits you
there as
right
we
in the
can.
face.
You know.
This is going to be turning into a drinking show, like
Yeah.
It is a drinking show, but you know what I mean, But like, yeah, I think you're totally right about that. Whereas, you're not getting a terrible amount of wood in the aroma, but it really just comes out in the flavor.
Yeah. Which yeah.
I almost. This is not for me, but I want a little more tartness.
Oh.
Like
Wow.
I want. It's maybe too dry.
Mm-hmm. I could always deal with a little bit of tartness. We have done some other fruit beers tonight that were more on the tart side.
Yeah.
But this one is more of that rounded sweetness. What we talked about with the aroma, it does come through kind of like the same, one of those beers that tastes very similar to the way it smells in that respect in regard to the grape juice being added.
Mm-hmm. I could see a nice cigar, a light cigar,
Mm-hmm.
going pretty well with this one.
Like a mild cigar.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Well, now I want one. Humidor's out.
But I think sip on this a little longer and.
Yeah, certainly. I'm a
Yeah,
fan.
nicely done,
Yeah,
Carl, old buddy.
Good job, Karl Strauss. We'll be checking you out next time.
Yeah, I'm kind of interested to see what else they do if they've been doing it for so long. Must be doing something right.
Yeah, I'm just happy to be able to finally try some of their stuff. Very cool. So thanks for bringing it over.
Oh, yeah.
All right, let's sip on these a little while, and we'll be back with another beer.
So I think we're ready for another berry of sorts.
Yeah, we're just like hitting all the berries.
Right.
So this is a new one that we're not totally familiar with, but luckily Mars here.
He knows his berries.
I've had an elderberry or two in my time, so.
So
Mars's mom makes elderberry
jam. I've had, yeah, they're big in the Northeast. I mean, she would go out there and harvest them and make up jam. So I know the taste.
Are they
yeah.
old berries?
You would think.
No, they're Mormon berries.
They're the ancient berries. Elderberry, very nice.
They all have their little like nameplates too.
But if you don't know what we're talking about, we have the N'or Easter from Captain Lawrence. It has elderberries in it, and then it's aged for a month in bourbon barrels.
Yes, this one actually goes through a three different fermentation.
Kind of like that triple hops.
Yeah, screw triple hops brewed. We're triple fermentating all this stuff now. I don't know. But anyways, it's a winter warmer. The first fermentation is with a Belgian yeast that they use for a number of their beers, and then the second fermentation is when they actually add the elderberries. So like I'm assuming it's just like the sugars from the berries will cause up another fermentation.
Okay.
And then obviously the third one, just bottle conditioning, fermentation in the bottle.
Right. So this is the first time he brewed it, or the brewer of Captain Lawrence, since he was a home brewer in '97.
Oh.
So this came out December, I think, 12th, 320 case release, so pretty limited.
Yeah, and we have a
Pleasure to
special
have
person
some.
to thank for this bottle.
Right, so this is from Hoptopia, so shout out! Thanks,
Hoptopia,
Lee.
A
good
little delay
dude.
on the shout out.
You'll be ready next time.
Oh, yeah.
It takes some people.
Takes you by surprise.
Yeah, they're
really.
like, holy shit, why are you yelling at me?
To see the shout out in person.
Let's pour this out and see what it looks like.
Yeah, I can't wait to have my first winter warmer in May.
That poured out pretty dark.
Yeah.
Another like wine looking. I guess it's the berries.
Yeah, I mean it has like kind of like a velvety, kind of, I guess you would say texture. I don't know. Like when you move it around, it's very
Yeah, you can
kind
see
of,
like a little bit of the redness in it, you know, or like the purple in it a little bit when you when you're rolling it around.
Can't
But it's
see through
dark.
it,
It's
yeah.
so dark.
it's
Yeah.
pretty dark, yeah. And again, this is on a Belgian yeast, and that comes out a lot in the aroma, a lot along with some of that bourbon is coming through too.
Yeah.
But it does have a bit of a almost funk.
I think it's kind of like the marriage between the Belgian yeast and the bourbon, that like the two forces have combined to create a smell all of its own.
It's funky and also like cigarette-y.
Really? I get kind of like a creaminess too. It's pretty complex actually.
Yeah. It's hard to put a finger on the components here.
I was looking to you for this because I don't actually know
Yeah,
what elderberry smells
the
like.
berries do have a natural bitterness to them as far as
Okay.
berries are concerned. In the range of berries, they're more of a bitter berry, and I can sort of smell that a little bit, you know. But I mean, the bourbon like overpowers
Okay.
it. So
Okay.
yeah,
So we're not getting it too much just yet, but
Yeah.
perhaps in the flavor.
maybe take a taste.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Oh, okay. I'm liking that a lot more than the smell.
Yeah. there's your tartness, you know.
Yeah,
that's
for sure.
nice.
So that's an elderberry.
Yeah. There you go.
It all makes sense.
So it's yet another one we've done today that is very forward with the fruit. It does have kind of like a nice tart bitterness, like you were saying.
The bourbon, I like that bourbon in there.
Yeah.
Where the Karl Strauss was maybe too woody, but the bourbon gets that little more alcohol in it, and I think it comes in at 12%. So.
Yeah, I think this one, as far as the wood and the aging with the bourbon, it kind of plays with the beer a little bit better. It kind of marries itself to the rest of the flavors, and they combine pretty well. Whereas it's not just like you've got wood standing out above everything else. Works really well with the rest of the flavors.
Yeah, so definitely thank you, Lee, for this.
Yeah, this is quite tasty.
And Captain Lawrence, they're doing almost a limited release, I think every month.
Oh wow!
So I think we have more coming.
Very nice. Very nice. Well, I like their work so far. So.
And we've had not on the show, but we've had the IPA.
Imperial IPAs.
Comes in a little like stubby bottle.
Yeah, that's a tasty one there.
Nice.
They make a pretty killer IPA.
The elderberry. It's just.
There's a little bit of. I mean, I'm used to when I get a dark bourbon barrel beer. It's not as effervescent as this. Like this has a little bit of the carbonation in it, you know, and I think that's probably has to do with maybe the berry sugars in there, or something. But it all works together nicely.
Yeah. It's for for a bourbon barrel aged beer, it's actually pretty light on the palate.
Yeah.
It's kind of a medium bodied beer.
Yeah.
Doesn't feel heavy.
Right.
Right. Exactly.
I'm not gonna go out there and say it's a light beer.
No, certainly not.
The Bourbon County Stout on the counters, it's just teasing you. It's
Yeah,
like, you want bourbon? We got bourbon.
Yeah. Pussyfoot
that for
around
dinner.
this bourbon deal.
But yeah, wonderful beer. And do we know how high on alcohol this guy is?
I think it was
we said it
12.
was 12.
Yeah.
12%.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's a hit. Hides it well. So.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Deadly.
Yeah. And are they planning on doing this in the years to come, or is this kind of just?
I haven't heard anything.
Well, I think it would be a good idea.
We think.
Yeah.
Hopcast approved.
Yeah. So cheers. There's a couple great beers tonight,
Yeah.
and thanks to you guys for watching.
Right.
From Mars.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, and you've got your own sketch comedy show.
Yeah,
right?
my wife and I just started. I guess I'm pimping
Tell
this
them
sucker
about
out.
it.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah, well, we started our own little absurd, weird sketch comedy. Might be your flavor. If you want to check it out, it's Sandfalken. We got the YouTube channel linked up at sandfalken.com.
So you're saying we're weird?
Well, I mean, I'm speaking to anybody out there who might be watching. Might be a little, I don't know.
No, that's very cool.
Yeah, we're
forward to
doing a
checking
little
out.
two-person thing. So yeah, we're having fun. Just love to come out here and see how you guys do it. Spread the web series love.
Right.
Yeah, there you go. So check it out. Should be some funny zany times.
All right, and stay tuned for episode 100 of the Hopcast.
It's
Big
coming up.
day.
I think it's coming out next week. So, are you ready?